You are watching Cold Fusion TV.
Hi, welcome to another Cold Fusion video. General Electric, one of the largest and well-known multinational conglomerates. From medicine and aviation to energy and kitchen appliances, it's safe to say that they do a fair bit. But how did the company begin, and just how big is it? And what about the deeper story? Are there any other lesser-known secrets that we should know about General Electric? Let's begin. General Electric is now ranked number 24 in the Fortune 500 in terms of revenue. Let's take a look at some aspects of its actual size. General Electric has 305,000 employees with a revenue of $146 billion and over $650 billion worth of assets. That's more than the GDP of Sweden or Norway, or 2 times the GDP of Singapore. The company is also listed as number 9 on the Forbes World's Most Valuable Brand list. Okay, so that's all very nice, but how do they make all of their money? Well, I'll tell you, but before we get to that, I'm going to ask you something. What do you think is GE's biggest moneymaker? That's a no-brainer. It's energy, right? Well, no. Let's take a look at this 3-year chart of GE's revenue. As you can see, their largest segment is actually finance at 31%. This is anything from personal loans and credit cards to energy-related financial services. An interesting fact, within the capital markets, in terms of market share, they're about half that of JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, or Citigroup. And that is significant because those 3 banks are actually the result of a merger of 28 banks since 1990, so they're no small feat to measure up to. The next biggest segment for General Electric is power and water at 18%. This includes gas, wind and steam turbines, nuclear reactors, solar power and generators. Next up at 14% is aviation. So these are things like aviation services and systems and commercial and military engines. The next segment at 12% is healthcare. So this is MRIs, CT scanners, X-rays and surgical and molecular imaging machines. GE takes out about 39% of the medical equipment industry in terms of market share. So what about oil and gas? Surprisingly, the oil and gas sector only makes up 10% of GE's income. So aside from all of this, GE also makes some other things such as refrigerators, freezers, electric and gas ranges, cooktops, dishwashers, dryers, microwaves, and you get the idea. So what can we make of all this? Well, we've learnt that General Electric is a huge company and has its hands in many fields, but it is a bit of a mixed bag. GE has done some incredible things in their history and have innovated in many fields, but the dark parts of their past can't be ignored. But to end this, on the plus side, even though they're still one of the US government's biggest defense contractors, they no longer build weapons, and it's mainly just engine manufacturing that they do in that field. So I guess that rounds out the video. Thanks for watching, guys.